tank trainees. Today I'm going to show you how to effectively play a T28 Prototype. It's an American Tier 8 tank destroyer. Um, it is an open hatch. You have to be worried about artillery, especially in this piece. One, because it is very slow, and two, it's got the open hatch, so an HE shell just devastates it. And three is because it's got a huge engine deck and can be easily destroyed. The T28 Prot has great frontal armor and a very weak turret. Uh, as you can see in this match, Himmelsdorf, I was lucky to get Himmelsdorf. Not very strong players on both sides, either on my team or the enemy team. So who knows what's going to be the outcome of this battle. Moving on with the T28 Prot, it's got very weak side skirts, so you can easily can't necessarily side scrape. You can easily get shot on the sides. Um, in this battle, I'll show you what to do when you're outnumbered, how to play it, where to shoot. It's a really good tank. Um, it's not used very well or played very well in wide open maps. Luckily enough, I was able to get Himmelsdorf. I do apologize for the video quality, as because World of Tanks only likes to have a very difficult way of replays. So once a new patch comes out, you can't necessarily um, you know replay old videos unless they've corrected that. But anyway, moving on. Um, in the beginning here, I have a little bit of trouble. I'm trying to shoot the commander's hatches and avoid getting hit. As you can see, the volleys are coming back and forth. So I rush my shots a little bit. Eventually, I take a deep breath, and then I start hitting my shots. As you can see here, it's a very accurate gun and has very good penetration. The RNG rolls are all over the place, so it's hard to say what the average damage should be. Um, but I want to say somewhere around 380, 400. So what I'm doing here is that I am effectively just picking off everybody's commander's hatches. Uh, and hitting. um, but I'm not. I'm also running back. I got shot there by our T29, who is sitting behind us. He's shooting HE, and he shot me in the turret. Very lucky he did not penetrate my turret and kill my whole crew. Um, yeah, I'll back out. It's got a quick reload time, and it's got a quick dispersion circle, so you are actually able to poke in and poke out a little bit. Um, the enemy team has realized that our IS has put himself out of place and have taken advantage of that. I rushed my shot there. I don't know why, but I did. So this IS-6 I see is now starting to come up and attack me. So what I do is that I stop him from trying to get around me by putting my tank in front of him, and then I hit the noticeable weak spot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in a position and try and get behind the IS-6. But I see that the KV-5 is coming to my flank. I put a quick shot in him, and then I retreat. Um, I would go behind the dead IS-6, but now I have two enemies on both sides. And like I mentioned earlier, that the side skirts are very weak and they'll be able to penetrate me. So I'm trying to use my frontal armor here as best as possible. What I'm doing now is that I am wiggling my tank from left to right to prevent an easy shot. It's easier to hit a tank that is sitting still, easier to hit their weak spots that is sitting still. As I wiggle, it does not give them the opportunity to shoot a noticeable weak spot. I take out the IS, granted it's a lower tier, but that's still an RNG and also damage that I can get rid of effectively from shooting me. Once again, go for the commander's hatches. If they're going to sit still, then you just shoot those commander's hatches if they're giving them to you. I get tracked quite often. I try to take out a weak tank. Finally, the two tanks behind me do something as far as helping me by taking out the KV-5. This guy does not wiggle. I pen right through him. And then I move up to finish off this T29. So I went up against what was that, 4 tanks right there with an ineffective backup. Because the only damage shot that they did do was just take out the KV-5 that had 1 hit point. This guy, I have to aim for his turret. Reason being, there was a dead gun barrel in the way. A lot of times, even though your gun is past it, you will still hit the dead gun barrel, and therefore it'll affect your shot. I don't know. So far in this game, I've done about 6,001 damage. The damage pool for the enemy team was 18,000. So I've effectively stayed alive, kept a lot of hit points, and did 1/3 of the enemy team's damage. Which is, you know, awesome. Luckily here, I get an easy kill, snapshot, because I saw he was about to run away, and also I wanted to go for Top Gun. There's the already left an IS and a T29. IS is full health. Awesome. Problem being that the T28 here is that you'll see right now is that this tank is so slow. Luckily, it's got a turret, doesn't have all the armor like a regular T28, but the T28 Prot is still very slow. I see that our team should be able to get this IS, but yet there's a T29 that is not spotted until now. Still not spotted, but once you hear that siren going off, you should never, ever rely on pubbies to reset the cap. Granted, we have the advantage where we can cap it out even if nobody goes back to stop the cap, but nonetheless, get some purple points here. I run back, hoping that he's on my side of the church. He could be on the left side, right side of the church. Luckily, as I turn the corner, he's right there. I'm angled a little bit, which is a bad thing to do. He shoots me right in the side. Easy pen. I get the kill. Had the hit points to spare, and we won. The T28 Prot is a very good tank if you get into a city map or a small map that doesn't require for you to go down one of these 3 avenues. I highly recommend this tank. It's a lot of fun. Especially down this line. I personally don't have the E4. I'm at the T30, and I am just completely ripping up the enemy team. I hope this video is very informational to you guys, and that you are able to see how to effectively play a T28 with the wiggling and preventing him from shooting your side skirts. If you have any questions, please type them below. I will be more than happy to answer all your questions on the T28. If you have any questions or you want to see other tanks, please let me know. I should upload a video for the T30 soon, so you guys can see how to effectively play that and how the difference is. But for now, I'd like to say goodbye, and thank you for watching the video. Built the stage up and kill the lights. Open an act was like fuck my life. Y'all can love it, ain't nothing wrong. Forget the hating that y'all be on. Enjoy it now because y'all belong. Kaiser Soze, I'll be gone.